Oh, wow, that's dark. I don't know if you people can see me. I don't know. Oh god, this is not... I'm trying to... Maybe the lighting in this sucks. Now you can see me. Hi. Yeah. I'm all dressed up today. Anyways. Okay. Maybe if I'm going to pause right there. Okay. Fixed it. Only took me like 10 minutes to fix it. Anyways, so it is January 19th, and I'm pretty sure, as you can see, I'm all dressed up, all nice and pretty. I even did my makeup, and for once, it looks nice. So, anyways, so, pretty sure you're wondering why I'm all dressed up. Well, today is a very significant day for the anime world. Those of you who are anime fans, and watch Naruto, you guys know exactly what today is. Today is Gaara's birthday! Gaara, the 5th Kazekage of the Hidden Sand Village, and my all-time favorite anime character. I absolutely love the guy. He is amazing. His story, his personality, the way his character developed, he is amazing to me. So, where'd the picture go? I had a picture. Where'd my picture go? I'm going to be looking for it now. There it is. See? There's Gaara. Yay! One of the rare moments where he was caught smiling. And, there's his sister in the background trying to photobomb. It didn't work because of his gourd. But here's my darling Gaara. Yay! So, that's basically what today's video is about, is Gaara's birthday. When the Naruto series first started, it came out in 1999, and Gaara was 13 at the time. So, if you want to know Gaara's real age, how old he would be in the real world, he would be 31. Since he was 13 in 99, he'd be 31, which makes him, like 10 years older than me. So, I don't care. He's still amazing. And the thing is, Gaara has been I guess I connected to Gaara a lot better than the other characters, I guess. Naruto and Gaara both, I connected with them a lot better because they were outsiders, okay? They were outcasts. Their village absolutely hated them for something that they couldn't control, something they had no control over. And I related to that in a lot of ways because I was a lot like that. And, I was a lot like that. Growing up, I had very little friends. Before I moved in with my dad, I had no friends. Okay? I was the outcast. No one wanted to be my friend, I guess because I was too weird or too eccentric or whatever. But, I moved in with my dad, and then I met, my best friend, Skylar, which right now we're dealing with our own things. But, and funnily enough, I met Brandy, when I was 13. Brandy was 12, and that's actually the same age that Naruto and Gaara met. Naruto was 12 since he's the youngest of the Konoha 12, and you factor in the Sand siblings. He's the youngest, so his 13th birthday hadn't come. Gaara was 13, Naruto was 12, and Skylar and I met, the same age, and, we were a lot like Gaara and Naruto in a lot of ways. So, I kind of... And also, I look best in red, and Gaara wears nothing but red, so... yay! But Gaara, he had a very hard childhood. Like, very, very hard. Like, his mother died in childbirth, and his father basically blamed him for it. Not only that, but when he was born, he had the one tail sealed inside of him, which, you know, that's, I mean, his mother died in childbirth, and then he has, you know, I mean, that's bad enough for him as a kid, you know, growing up, knowing that, you know, your mom died giving birth to you, that's hard enough, but the fact that he also had the one tail sealed inside of him, thus making him a Jinchuriki, it made his life a whole lot harder. He was isolated, basically, because he was basically an experiment to see if he can control the one tails, which, you put it in a kid, he's not going to be able to control it, especially if you use such a weak seal as they did. The only reason that Gaara had the one tails inside of him was because they wanted to use him as a weapon, which sucks. You know, I mean, growing up, he did not have a normal childhood at all. I mean, in a lot of ways, it was worse than Naruto's childhood, considering the fact that Gaara had family, but his family was absolutely terrified of him, and his father hated him. The only person in his family that was actually nice to him was his uncle, who was later ordered to try and kill Gaara, which all the stuff that Yashimaru, his uncle, said to him was a total lie, because his father, the Kazekage, forced his uncle to say all those things, so, you know, Gaara grew up basically thinking that he wasn't loved, which wasn't true. He was loved. His mother loved him, and with her dying breath, she said that I'll always protect you, and that's why the sand always protects him. That's why he still wields sand, even though, give me 1 second, I will continue. Oh, hi. Okay, sorry about that, my sister came in. Anyways, where was I? Hard childhood, grew up not knowing. Okay, so, his mother, the reason why Gaara was able to wield sand, I remember where I was going. The reason why Gaara was able to wield sand even after the One Tails was extracted out of him was because his mother placed, with her dying breath, she said, I'll always protect you, Gaara. And with that, she transferred the last remnants of her chakra into Gaara's seal. And since, because of the One Tails, he's able to manipulate sand, that's why the sand always protects him, was because of his mother's love. And even when One Tails was extracted out of him, he was still able to wield sand because he still had his mother's chakra within him. You know, that, and I think the whole sand thing is kind of a genetic trait because his father was able to wield gold sand, and I think he's related to the third Kazekage in some way, and the third Kazekage was able to wield iron sand. So, you know, there's that. And, like, I cried when they showed Gaara's backstory because, you know, when he's fighting Naruto, he was having flashbacks and everything. I cried. I just wanted to give the guy a hug. I mean, come on. I mean, he grew up, everyone hating him, everyone fearing him, having this power that he had no control over, you know, and it sucked. Okay, sorry, I keep getting interrupted. But, anyways, so, as I was saying before I was interrupted, Gaara had such a hard childhood, and when he was fighting Naruto, he had flashbacks, and I'm like, I just wanted to cry and give the guy a hug. I mean, can you imagine going through what he went through? I mean, seriously. The second time I cried wasn't the second time I cried throughout the series, but the second time I cried that involved Gaara was Gaara's death, when the Akatsuki kidnapped him and extracted the One Tails, and I was crying. I'm like, no! You can't kill him off! He's such an important character. He means so much to a lot of people. And then you have one of the elders, Granny Chio, come, and she performs, like, this forbidden medical jutsu, and which basically trades her life for his, and he comes back to life. I'm like, okay, I'm fine now. Yay! I'm happy. And then, there's the Fourth Shinobi War, which... if you haven't gotten that far, spoilers, Warning, 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 spoilers. Um, I'll put that in the description that there are some spoilers. But in the Fourth Shinobi War, Gaara, Kabuto uses the reanimation jutsu and brings back the previous Kage, which includes Gaara's father, which means that Gaara has to fight his father, which sucks, which he does. And Gaara's father, I think his name was Grasa or something like that, the fourth Kazekage basically told Gaara the truth, that everything that Yashimaru told you was a lie. I had him say that because it was an experiment to see if you'd be able to control the Shukaku even under emotional stress, because with Jinchuriki, their emotions have a strong connection to the tailed beast, so if they feel strong emotions, they'll lose control over the tailed beast, which is exactly what happened with Gaara when Yashimaru tried to kill him and ended up dying and all that stuff. So when Gaara found out about that, Gaara's, if you're a fan of the Naruto world, you know this, Gaara is not a very emotional person at all. He's not. He doesn't understand emotions because of the childhood he has. I mean, he's starting to, but the only emotion that he's ever really felt and understood is hate, anger, loneliness, sadness, all the negative emotions. He understands that. And when it comes to positive emotions, he doesn't fully grasp that. And for the most part, he looks pretty emotionless, but he's not. He's just very good at controlling his emotions, what emotions he has. They don't really, Kishimoto doesn't really go into that. But anyways, back on track. Gaara doesn't show a lot of emotion. A lot like Sasuke. But when he found out the truth about his uncle, about his mom, when he found out that his mom actually loved him and that the fact that the sand still protects him is the act of his mother, he cried. He just was sobbing in tears on the battlefield. And that was the third time I cried. I'm about to cry right now because the fact that Gaara expressed such strong emotion, you know, because they were tears, they weren't just tears of sorrow, they were tears of joy as well, because for so long, for 17 years, he thought that his mother didn't love him. And he finally, you know, that his mother didn't love him, that Yashimaru didn't love him, the two most important people in his life, didn't love him, and then all of a sudden he finds out that that wasn't true. And I think at first he was upset with his father because his father was the one that, you know, lied to him and had everyone else lie to him. But he did forgive his father. He's like, I understand, I carry the mantle of Kazekage now, I understand why you did what you did, you know, which Gaara is such an amazing person. He has such an amazing personality and everything, and he is, like, as I have a lot of favorite anime characters, but Gaara will always remain number one in my anime heart. He will always be number one to me. And I learned a lot from Gaara. But he is amazing, and I wish him a very happy birthday. And if any of you have a birthday today, I wish you a happy birthday too. I'll be doing another video next week on the 27th for a friend's birthday, so that'll be fun. I might do another video between now and then, but that's it. So I'll talk to you guys later. See you then. Bye!